When your cat steals your seat the second you stand up, it looks like a tiny act of mischief. It feels funny, a little rude, and honestly kind of impressive. But that moment usually means far more than most people realize, because behind that quick little move is one of the clearest emotional signals your cat can give you. And if you keep reading it as nothing more than a weird habit, you may be missing a message they have been quietly repeating for a very long time. So let's start with the first reason this behavior matters so much. 1. Your scent feels like safety to them. Most people assume cats take our seats because the cushion is soft or because it is still warm. But the deeper reason often starts with smell. Your cat's nose is far more powerful than yours. And when they settle into the exact place where you were sitting, they are surrounding themselves with the scent that is most familiar and reassuring to them. Not your shampoo, not your detergent, not the smell of the room, but you, the natural scent from your skin and body, becomes a kind of emotional marker. To your cat, that scent can act like a signal that says everything is okay here. That is why they do not just sit there casually, they sink into the spot like they have been waiting for access to it. It is not random. It is comfort with meaning attached to it. In a way, it is similar to how a child might hold onto a blanket or pillow that smells like someone they love. To Vol, they may be blending their world with yours. This is where the behavior becomes even more interesting. Many owners think the cat is taking something from them, but often your cat is actually adding something. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, paws, and body, and scent is one of the main ways they define relationships and safe territory. So when your cat sits in your place, where your scent already lingers, they are layering their scent into yours. In cat language, that mixture means connection. It means this belongs to us. This is one reason cats rub against your legs, press their face into your hand, or headbutt you when you come home. They are not just being cute. They are building a shared scent profile, a shared sense of belonging. Your seat becomes one more place where that bond gets reinforced. 3. Your cat may see your place as the most important place in the room. Cats pay much closer attention than people give them credit for. They notice who brings food, who opens doors, who controls the rhythm of the house, and who seems to anchor the daily routine. Over time, they form a mental picture of who matters most. So when your cat chooses your exact spot instead of any other seat nearby, that choice may reflect more than preference. It may reflect status, attachment, and the fact that your presence holds special weight in their world. Et four, they are drawn to the warmth you leave behind. This part seems obvious at first, but it goes deeper than people think. Yes, your seat is warm after you stand up, but to your cat, that leftover heat is not just a nice bonus. It is valuable. Cats naturally prefer warmer resting places than humans do, which is why they are always chasing sunbeams, curling up on blankets fresh from the dryer, stretching across laptops, or finding the one patch of the house that holds heat the longest. So when you get up and leave behind a perfectly warmed spot, your cat sees an opportunity that makes complete sense. It is comfortable, efficient, and immediately available. They do not have to wait for it, search for it, or create it. You already did the work for them without even realizing it. That is why they move in so fast. It is not always some personal prank. Sometimes it is simply a smart little survival instinct wearing a cute face. 5. They may be copying what they see you do. A lot of people still think cats are too detached to learn from human behavior in any meaningful way, but cats watch us far more closely than we notice. They study patterns, routines, habits, and emotional rhythms. If you tend to return to the same chair every evening, unwind there, scroll your phone there, eat there, or relax there at the end of the day, your cat starts to register that location as important. That seat becomes associated with calm, safety, under tension because you keep choosing it. And once your cat sees that it matters to you, they may begin treating it as meaningful for them too. This is one of the most fascinating parts of living with a cat. They often learn without making it obvious. They observe first, then act later. So when they drop into your seat the second you leave, it may not be mockery at all. It may be imitation. In their own quiet way, they are following your lead. 6. They know your routine better than you think. Have you ever noticed your cat heading towards your spot before you have fully stood up? It can feel almost unreal, like they predicted the moment before it happened. But what is really happening is even more impressive. Cats are incredibly good at reading small cues. The shift in your posture, the way you lean forward, the sound of your phone being set down, the pause before you stand, the direction of your eyes. All of these tiny signals become part of a pattern your cat learns over time. They may not understand your plan in human terms, but they absolutely understand repetition. And after seeing the same sequence happen over and over, they get very good at timing their move. So when it looks like your cat appeared out of nowhere and took your seat with perfect precision, chances are they were not guessing. They were reading you. 7. At the deepest level, this may be one of the purest signs of trust your cat can give, and this is why the behaviour matters so much more than people assume. Cats are affectionate, but they are not careless with vulnerability. They do not relax fully just anywhere, and they do not choose resting places without a reason. In the wild, where a cat decides to settle down can affect survival. Resting means lowering their guard. Sleeping means becoming vulnerable. So even in the safety of your home, that instinct has not disappeared. Your cat still pays attention to where they feel safest, where they can let tension go, and what place carries the strongest sense of protection. That is what makes your seat so meaningful. Out of every option in the house, the couch corner, the cat bed, the windowsill, the blanket, the quiet room, they keep coming back to the place you just left. And that tells you something powerful. That spot holds your scent, your heat, your presence, and the emotional pattern of being near you to your cat. It is not just furniture. It is the closest thing to having you there, even when you have stepped away. That is why this behaviour can feel so touching once you understand it. What looks like a stolen seat may actually be a quiet expression of attachment. Your cat is not saying it with words, but the message is still there. I feel secure around you. I associate you with comfort. I trust what you leave behind. And when you are gone, this is where I still feel connected to you. That is not a small thing coming from a cat. It is a very big thing, because cats do not always show love in dramatic ways. They do not always come running with obvious excitement. And they do not always express closeness in ways humans instantly recognize. Often their love is subtle. It shows up in where they choose to rest, whose footsteps they follow, whose room they stay near, and whose place they enter the second it becomes available. So the next time your cat steals your seat, try not to see it as a tiny act of disrespect or a funny little habit with no meaning. Look at it for what it may really be: a quiet search for safety, a desire to stay close to your scent, a way of blending their world with yours, a sign that they have studied your habits, learned your rhythms, and chosen your place for reasons that run deeper than comfort alone. In the end, your cat may not be stealing your seat at all. They may be choosing the one place that feels most like home, because to them, the home has a lot to do with you.